It's more like Lennox, not better.
Any other guesses?
Kenya?
Kenya?
Tanzania?
Close. Yes, it's Tanzania, Tarangire National Park in Arusha, where I traveled this September. Have any of you ever been on a safari before? Well, how did it make you feel?
It was great. It was very exciting.
Did you feel like you were just like one little dot and speck in the universe? You feel so insignificant, part of such a vast universe. And even though this was such an experience of a lifetime, it's not what I remember the most about Tanzania. It was not the highlight of my trip. Ellie, meeting her was. Ellie is one of the girls that she's the first sponsors. Actually, she's one of our graduates. She was the first in her family last year to graduate from secondary school. And just like the safari, which was totally awe-inspiring, so is Ellie, except she makes me feel like I'm such a huge part of her world. And actually, now that she has graduated, she has a job. She's working for an NGO, and she's a very avid user of Facebook. So every morning when I wake up, she's just about getting ready to go to bed, and she chats me. So I told her that I was coming here today to present to all of you, and she's like, "Oh, good luck, Dada." Dada means sister in Swahili. Tell everyone I said hello, and make sure you record the presentation. So that's why Amanda is here with a flip cam. And if you want to say hi, Ellie, she'll see it later.
Hi, Ellie.
Hi, Ellie. So, as I said, Ellie is sort of poster girl of what we're all about. Our mission, simply put, is investing in girls' education so that there can be more first-generation female graduates in the world. The reason that we focus on girls specifically is because their stakes are pretty high, and there's a huge gap between the opportunities that boys have versus girls. These are the odds that Ellie was up against. There are 66 million girls who are out of school globally. And at that crucial age, in adolescence and high school, girls are pressured to drop out to take jobs to support the family, or they become pregnant and have to raise kids. 2 out of 3 girls are not attending high school. And actually in Tanzania, it's even worse. 4 out of 5 girls, 80% aren't in school. And yet when girls are in school and they graduate, there are all positive benefits that come out of that. They're healthier, they delay marriage and childbirth. Maternal mortality is actually the leading killer of teenage girls in developing countries. They resist domestic violence, they secure better jobs, they have an 18% higher return on their future incomes when they graduate from high school. And ultimately, they break the cycle of poverty. They're able to take care of their families and then ensure that their children will be able to go to school. So that's why at She's the First, we're so passionate about making sure that girls, no matter where they're born around the world, have the chance to reach this milestone. The good news is that there are so many people who want to be a part of making this change, from very energized college and high school students to companies like this PR agency in New York and all of you, and these adorable little boys and girls whose parents find us and get their kids involved so that they can teach them an important lesson in the process. And what I've found in these 4 years since starting She's the First is that people want to help. You don't need to convince them why education is so important, but they're not always sure of how to take action and how to make a difference. So that's where I and She's the First come in. She's the First has 2 big national campaigns. Raise your hand if you like to run or you like fitness. Raise your hand if you like cupcakes. Yes, so these campaigns are for everyone. And with Run the World, we have men and women who sign up to run races and fundraise, or they talk to their fitness instructors and do donation-based classes. The cupcake campaign, there are some postcards in the back you'll see. That's mostly powered take some of our best fundraisers along in our travels. Later this year in October, we'll be headed to Guatemala, which I'm really excited about. So all the money that our supporters raise, this is where it goes to. Really amazing programs both in the U.S. and abroad. Here in the United States at your alma maters, even in Boston, we have a campus chapter at Simmons College. We directly impact students by showing them how to take action. We have over 80 chapters across the nation in 29 states at high schools, universities, and colleges. And year-round, we provide them with the guidebooks, the training, the online network where they connect with like-minded peers. And once a year, we also bring them together in New York City for a National Leadership Summit, where they're plugged into our powerful network of professionals and board directors and advisors. And that's really when you see the global awareness and the social entrepreneurship skills that they're not exactly learning in the classroom come to life. And the students who attend our leadership summit, they end up raising double the students who don't. So it's a really effective way of building their leadership skills and making a local impact on their lives while solving a global problem. And then with the girls that we sponsor, we partner with currently 10 amazing organizations around the world that embrace our philosophy of quality education over quantity. Because what good is a school if a girl is just sitting memorizing what's on a blackboard and can't pass the national exams to get a job? So all of our partners, in addition to academic excellence, also give our scholars mentors, teach them computer skills. This is our scholar in Guatemala, Chonita, learning with her mentor how to use the computer. Or there are students like Myra on the bottom making bead bracelets. They learn how to sell those, and this is the 101 of starting a business and open up their first bank accounts. This ensures that when they graduate, they'll get a job to earn that higher income, as I mentioned, and break the cycle of poverty. And what's really special to me about the relationship that we have with our scholars is that they're really partners in achieving our mission. Ellie tells me that when she gets a job, she wants to then become a sponsor for girls who were born into the same situation that she was. And I never use the word charity personally because I don't think of it that way. I really believe in that we're all collaborating in this together. So to date, since we started out in 2009, which I was telling Amanda earlier that she's the first originally, was just a YouTube video campaign that I launched for awareness when I was a magazine editor. And we shot it actually in Boston because there was a singer named JoJo who was in it. And since then, we've become a 501c3 nonprofit. This is my full-time job now. And we're supporting 340 scholars across 10 countries. And we support them for consecutive years until they graduate. So we've provided over 700 sponsorships. And then, as I said, across the U.S., we have over 80 chapters that consist of 1,500 members. And when you add up the total reach that they have on their campuses and social media networks, they're getting this message out to millions of people. And with all of that, we've been really lucky to catch the attention of some really important people who've helped to elevate our words and our actions, such as last April, Diane von Furstenberg gave us the People's Voice Award, and then the next day, Chelsea Clinton at Clinton Global Initiative University was presenting an award to our students, and we've been on Times and Forbes lists and Fast Company, and also GuideStar gave us the seal for highest transparency and accountability. So we've taken all of that and really are continuing to leverage it to this year expand even more. We would like to have 500 scholars, and we're looking at probably having 100 campus chapters by the end of this year. So I didn't want to talk the whole time. I'd really love to hear from you and answer questions you have after getting that quick overview of She's the First. And I hope brainstorm some ways that we can work with you here in Boston, where We actually do have some really passionate volunteers based, and an awesome